The semester is coming to a close, and Christmas is right around the corner. So us in Phi Kappa thought that there's no better way to cap off this semester than reading a great Christmas story like "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through FHU, not a student was stirring, not even Elijah Spoons. The dorm rooms were clean and the thermostats set, in hopes that the dorm parents' expectations are met. The grime in the showers grows larger each day as students' immune systems are all fading away. Mama Am and Sewell, Mama T and Porter Terry have all bedded down so their Christmas might be merry. From out of my slumber, I'm awoken in a flash. I wonder if one-wheel guy might have had a bad crash. I hear from outside a loud voice exclaim, "It angers me more than Matt Cook in an intramural softball game." From out in the commons, the noise grows louder and louder. I open my window and yell, "It's quiet hour." Way off in the distance, though, I see something red. Must be Kappa Alpha, I think in my head. But as I look closer, I see something shine, a sleigh and 8 reindeer, all poised in a line. I throw on my robe and gather my slippers. I have to break curfew, I say in a whisper. I tiptoe through the hall of blinding fluorescent lights. The desperate need for renovations is in plain sight. I open the door to the cold, musty Henderson air and hope and pray campus security isn't going to be there. I weave and dodge to escape the security camera's glare. It's different around here now that our dean actually cares. I run quickly towards the commons, my feet hotter than a blaze. I'm rushing more than a libation into getting engaged. As I finally approach the bell tower, I'm greeted with quite a surprise. It's a magical Christmas miracle unfolding before my eyes. A massive bag full of presents and a sleigh as red as an apple, none of which will be given to heathens who skip chapel. I see all the reindeer playing, dancing around in a twirl. They remind me of Rebecca McCrady's dog, Merle. I continue to tiptoe, staying light on my feet, trying to stay hidden like a making music judge's sheet. I feel overwhelmed. Maybe someone's blowing smoke. Is it possible the theater kids are playing some sick joke? And that's when I see him, standing up in his sleigh, wearing a big winter cloak with his hat on display. I wonder, am I dreaming? Am I still asleep in my bed? I watch as this figure shines bright, just like most of the Bible faculty's head. I have to speak to him. I have every reason. I know in my heart that I've been good this season. My stomach is uneasy, maybe a nervous stirring, or maybe it's a late-night Gano-bowel movement occurring. I slowly creep towards him. This is a lot to unpack. I can't wait to post about this on Yik Yak. I muster up the courage and speak loudly and clear. "Santa, it's me. Look over here." I catch a quick glance at his appearance, and I'm filled with awe. This is not your stereotypical-looking Santa Claus. He looks up at me with a familiar smirk. "This isn't Santa. This is our beloved Vice President, TJ Kirk." I look up in confusion and exclaim, "Oh my Lanta, TJ Kirk, isn't this a weird time to be dressed up as Santa?" TJ chuckles and smiles and says in a calm, warm voice, "I'm bringing presents of grandeur to all the good, freed girls and boys. I'm awarding our students to brighten their day, even the ones you've never heard of in Sewell and Paul Gray. I dress up in this costume one night every year, and I sneak into each dorm to spread Christmas cheer. I stand in silence. I'm filled with excitement, I have to admit, similar to yesterday during a MegaCost's hilarious chapel skit. Filled with questions, I ask, "TJ, please, I insist, which freed students are on this year's nice list?" With a smile, TJ pulls from a cloak a long piece of paper, a list of students who in the eyes of the school have found much favor. Those who always say hello to our Officer Purvis. Those who never jaywalk after Wednesday night service. Those who don't cut in line for LP and accept being last. All the members of the Through the Eyes of Jesus podcast. The ones who turn their phones off in chapel and actually watch. Those who put your clothes in the dryer before they put theirs in to wash. Those who have Christmas spirit and love the holiday season, and all of Chi Beta for obvious reasons. But don't be naive, TJ says with a frown. I've not been afraid to put naughty names down. those who ruin all the vibes at sounding grounds, those who make fun of our ridiculous tolling of the bell gowns, those who post mean things on Yik Yak that really sting, the gross couples who make out outside on the swings, those who take too many Gano apples, people who prematurely dismiss chapel, people who join one social club and then jump to the next, couples who partake in premarital hand-holding. After this, TJ looks at his watch and tells me goodbye. There's many presents to deliver and not a whole lot of time. I have one final question to settle the debate. Will the Chick-fil-A be done before our children graduate? Oh, child, there's no time to answer. I have no time at all. I must be done early before Jim Gardner walks his dog. He hopped in his sleigh and flew out like a light. I stumbled back to my dorm and called it a night. Merry Christmas to all and holiday bliss. The semester's come to a close. You all will be missed. But as for today, I leave you with this. God bless FHU, and you all are dismissed.